Alright guys, I know it's been a few days since I've posted a video. I am not really building anything right now, but I am in the middle of a brew day, so I thought I'd maybe go through and let you know what I have here. I have a 10-gallon system, single tier, 3 vessel. I use 2 pumps. Right now I'm in the middle of my sparge, so in here's my mash tun. And what I use for my sparge arm is I got some, it's called lock line. So it's that flexible hose. You can put it wherever you want and it'll stay put. It's pretty sweet. It's food grade. It's good for high temperature. And then I have a stainless steel sprinkler head that I found on a job site. It took me a while to find it because not a lot are stainless, but this one is. Well, supposedly. It's not magnetic, and the fitter did say that it is stainless, so I trusted him. And that's what I use to do my sparge. I mean, it's not perfect, but it does the job. Here is my boil kettle. So right now it's coming out of the bottom of the sparge, or the mash tun, through a pump into the top of my boil kettle. And then this top port I have, I don't know, probably a 10-inch chunk of copper, and then it turns to the side. And I use that as my whirlpool arm also. I have a sight gauge here. So currently I have about 12 gallons in there. I'm shooting for about 14 because there's going to be a shitload of hops in here. And then over here is my hot liquor tank. It is a Herms system. So right now I'm almost out of water in there too. Oops, sorry, fogging up. So right now I am coming out, oh, let me clean this off, sorry guys. Coming out of the bottom of the hot liquor tank through the pump, and then I pump it through the coil to basically clean it, because during the mash time it is circulating through there. So it was full of, oh, this is done anyways, I'm going to turn this off. The Herms coil was full of wort. And when I'm sparging, I pump my hot liquor through there just to clean it so that I don't have to do it later. So pretty much right now, all I'm going to do is quickly spray it out, tip it over, call it a day with that guy. Right now, I'm just going to collect the final bits of my wort in my boil, which I already have starting to go. It's not going fast because my tank is almost empty. I'm just trying to burn the rest of that out before I start the new one. So yeah, this is my system. I'm doing my first go at a New England style IPA. Another thing I did, which I think is pretty damn sweet, is I got all my fittings welded. I was working on a job and there were some guys there welding stainless for, it was a countertop manufacturing facility, and he was out of town, so he was, I don't know, spending 9 days there, 7 days at home. And I asked him what it would cost for me to get all of my fittings welded on here, and my price to get those welded was 3 handles of Bacardi. I think that's a pretty sweet deal. So he went through, bored the holes nice and perfect for all it is on there is stainless steel couplings, and he welded them all on there, which I think is pretty freaking sweet. I was happy about that. He did an awesome job because he's professional. That's his day job. And for the price of 3 bottles of Bacardi, I'll take that. You could be spending a few $100 just doing that. And then I haven't done it yet, but there's a couple more ports down here. One right there on my mash tun, one right here on my hot liquor tank. Eventually, I'm just being kind of lazy, I will put sight gauges on all 3. It's just a matter of doing it. And then, yeah, I'm getting damn close, but I just wanted to show what my system is, how I got it all hooked up. I kind of made a whole big manifold for all of my burners. You can see behind all the hoses. And then I put this big tray down there to disperse all the extra heat coming off the bottom of the burners to the back instead of onto my pumps or on my feet. Or sometimes these these needle valves got super fucking hot. So now they don't, because I put that nasty looking diffuser plate on there. And then here's my hoses. This was my big problem this morning. Last night when I was falling asleep, I kind of thought about it. I should have brought them in last night because they were frozen. It was a pain in the ass getting going this morning. So right now I've got my in and out tied together, slowly trickling so it does not freeze again. I won't need that for about an hour here after my boil, but yeah, that was a pain in the ass this morning. Set me back about an hour. And then that's about it. And here's my brew day mess of all my shit. Here's my 5-minute hop edition. And then here's my Whirlpool hops. Shitload of Citra, Amarillo. And then here is my little bit of salt I'm putting into the boil. My yeast nutrient. That's going in at 10 minutes. There's my massive chiller. All my shit in a nice little case that I can throw in my basement. My shitty scale. Stuff for measuring my pH. Or calibrating my pH meter. And since we all know that homebrewing isn't a job, it's a hobby. It's probably our 5th, 6th, 7th job in our life. My wife, since I was out in the garage, wants me to paint some trim. But all the paint is freaking gross. It looks like oatmeal. It doesn't look like paint. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's probably going to sit. But she wanted me to do some extra work while I'm doing my hobby. So yeah, this is my setup. Let's see. Ooh, we're at 14 gallons. Let's shut her down. Sparge complete. Now we just got to get her up to a boil. I'll probably shake this a little bit because it is almost gone. So hopefully I get up to boiling temperature soon. I don't think I got to calibrate my thermometers on my kettle soon because it only says I'm at 164. I should be way higher than that, but we'll see what happens. Get a little bit of protein on top. So yeah, any questions on what I did, how I got to where I am, how I built my stand, which is pretty sweet. My father-in-law has a drafting program on his computer. We designed it all up. I like it. It's pretty sweet. I like some different burners. I might be selling it soon anyways because I do want to go all electric. I don't need a propane burner stand if I'm going electric, but that's just in the brainstorming process right now. Yeah, other than that, I just got to take my pre-boiled gravity here in a second and boil from there. Well, thanks for listening. Shoot some comments, what you think of my system, what sucks about it, what you like about it. Ask me how I got to where I am. And yeah, thanks for listening. Cheers.